Hello everyone, my name is Kayla Goyette and I will be doing my media industry issue analysis over. In broadcast television, cord cutting refers to the pattern of viewers canceling their subscriptions to multi-channel television services available over cable and dropping expensive paid television channels or reducing the hours subscription TV is viewed in response to competition from rival medias available over internet, such as Hulu, Netflix, Apple TV, Disney Plus, HBO Stars, and many more. Although this is still a relatively new issue in media, the pace at which it is advancing shows no signs of slowing down and will continue to revolutionize the way audiences consume media. This paper will primarily analyze cord cutting effects and the various forms it takes in media. The nature of the causes lie in the cost versus benefit between expensive television subscriptions and low-cost streaming services. Some internet content can be found for free or at least bought for significantly cheaper than the same content provided via cable. As a market, a growing number of cord cutters do not pay for subscription television in favor of some competition of broadband internet and its digital video recorders, digital terrestrial television broadcast, or free-to-air satellite television. In 2018, eMarketer estimated the number of those ditching their television subscriptions to cable and satellite TV for streaming services will reach 30 million, or 3 million, my bad. And by 2020, the analysis firm is projecting that number to be around a staggering 55.1 million. The firm says cord cutters are attracted to platforms not just because of the lower cost, but also the original programming. The features of and functions of today's streaming services are far beyond what you can get with traditional cable and television. Not only are consumers paying less for the shows they already like, but they're also getting more bang for their buck. You can see this, for instance, many streaming services are now creating original content to add to their libraries and are exclusive to their customers only. Through successful shows such as Netflix's Stranger Things and Hulu's Letterkenny, it is clear to see how streaming services are revolutionizing the digital media market and the landscape. One hurdle that originally hit streaming services was sports. Sports programming was a big reason for consumers not to cancel their television subscriptions. Although online options have existed for many events over a number of years, there was a problem with the inability to watch many programs live without any glitches. Streaming services solved this problem and have since added a live TV option so viewers can gain access to all the sports they loved before. Many of these sports-friendly streaming services include YouTube TV, which is the best for all-around sports coverage option, Hulu with live TV, which is best if you want to bundle sports and entertainment, Sling TV, which is best for viewers on a budget, and Fubo TV, which is the best option for international sports. And then also AT&T TV Now, which is the best option if you are a HBO fan. The effects on the economy. Streaming services have undoubtedly had an impact on the way consumers view media, but not many are aware of the impacts this issue has had on the media economy. The average cable bill in the U.S. has increased by 4 times the inflation rate over the past 5 years, and today the average cable bill is over $100. As of 2018, 22 million Americans have cut the cord, and it's estimated that cable companies will lose over 4% of their subscribers in 2018. Cable television transformed the world, and for almost 60 years, telecommunication companies dominated the media landscape. However, many times have changed, and so have the media companies. Before the rise of cable cutters and cord nevers, cable television was the only way to go. 2000 was the golden age of cable and was the year of traditional cable subscriptions, peaked at 68.5 million in total. Nevertheless, their demise would soon begin, and a new leader would take the stage. In most areas of the U.S., there is hardly any competition when it comes to cable in terms of accessibility, and in New York City, even though there are 4 providers, your options can depend on the block that you live in. This allowed cable companies to raise prices exponentially without the motivation to improve their product, and this is just one of the many reasons media has shifted toward an alternative route. Another example would be customer service. Telecommunication companies have the longest average hold time of any industry. With peak customer frustration in 2008 after the hit of the recession, cable companies began to see signs of competition. For over half a century, TV schedules dictated viewer schedules, but in 2007, Netflix began to rise in popularity. Although Netflix actually began in 1997, they didn't really launch anything that was major until 2007. Once it did, however, the new content provider took off and many VOD or streaming video on demand services hit the market after. Whereas before streaming, customers only had 2 options, either broadcast television via an antenna or cable television. Now their options are seemingly infinite and only increasing day by day. Today there are live TV streaming services, over-the-air broadcast HGTV, free streaming apps, and video websites. There are many factors that influence this change beginning, including new technology and affordability. Cable subscriptions began to plummet after 2007, and around the same time sparked the rise of hardware. Prior to Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, Chromecast, or Apple TV, anything streamed needed to be viewed on a desktop or a laptop. Now, thanks to new hardware for VOD subscribers, the ability to watch streaming services anywhere with Wi-Fi connection, financially, this affected the cable media market exponentially. The cables industry growth has slowed down to just above 0%, and things will continue to only get worse for them. On average, American adults with cable subscriptions get access to over 200 channels, but watch less than 10% of them. Thanks to OTT bundles, customers are now able to pick and choose programs that they want through any internet connection. For example, Philo Internet Television offers a package of 37 channels for $16 a month. This includes channels that viewers actually watch, like HGTV, Food Network, Comedy Central, and Live Sports Network. Overall, the problem was never just the price, but also paying for programs that audiences do not want. As cord cutting continues to increase, cable companies are now facing potentially their biggest obstacle yet, cord nevers. While millennials grew up on programs such as Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, ABC Family, Generation Z is now growing up on YouTube. YouTube also gave rise to a whole new generation of online personalities with millions of followers, including Swedish gamer PewDiePie, Tyler Oakley, Bethany Moda, and many more. Now that Generation Z is starting to live on their own, they are well aware of the advantages of streaming versus cable. Hence, they're the generation of cord nevers. By 2021, 30% of all Americans won't pay for traditional TV, 81 million in total. Thank you.